I'm back again today with another really exciting video. So today's video will be covering how I created and curated my own personal fall kit. So I picked up all these different things so that way I could make my own kit of items to use to set up my planner for fall. Everything that I have here and everything that I use to set up my planner cost in total about $11, and that's not even including the coupons I used. And so I just wanted to show you guys how I did it so that way maybe you could be inspired to create your own little kit for, I don't know, a holiday or just setting up your planner in general, so that way you don't have to go out and spend, a lot of money on one of those beautiful kits that are out there, and they are gorgeous. I'm not trying to make this video to bash them. I love them. It's just I don't always have the money to spend a kit on a subscription kit, and so I thought this was really a fun way to decorate your planner and still have a cohesive look without spending a ton of money. So yeah. In this video, I'm going to go through everything that I bought and then the prices for everything I have on this little sheet. But first, I'm going to start by showing you what I actually did with my planner and how I have it set up, so that way you can see all that I did. And the stuff all in front of you is all just extras, which is really exciting. So first, I'll start by going through my planner, and then I will go through that. So the first thing is this bow is included, and that's just made out of felt. And then I have these three, a pom-pom, a flower, and a washi tape clip all up here. And then inside my planner, here's my first dashboard. So this is my front cover. And then here. And then so this would be the inside of a dashboard. So you'd have a notebook right here. And then this is in between two books. And then you'd have a notebook right here. I just took the inserts out so that way if you're new to planning or new to Traveler's Notebooks, it wouldn't be super confusing for you. So I just have in the dashboards are what these two sheeted pieces of papers are, and then you would have your notebook in the center, and these work as sections or different divisions of your planner. So yeah, that's just a word on that. So here's my next one, and here a book would go in here, and then this is separate again, and then my next book would go right here. This is not part of this kit. This is how I have my planner set up, and I had this watercolor painting done on my hamster, and I just love it, so I couldn't take it out. But you could always put in just different paper right there. And then this one. And then this is the only book that I left in here, and you can see it's a notebook in between one of those double pieces of paper. So this is one section. But I just left this in here, this notebook in here, because I did decorate it for fall. And then, whoops. And then this is my last divider piece. And then this part is my couponing book, and I just cut down, if you're interested, I just cut down a photo album book, and I just use it for coupons, so that way I have a ton of top loading pockets. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that, so that way you could see how much I have done to it, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think it came out really cute, and so I just wanted to show you that before we get started, so that way you know what we're doing with all of the pieces. Alright, so the first thing that I knew I would need would be a paper pack, because I knew that in order to make all my dashboards and dividers, I would need these big pieces of paper, and I didn't want to go with the open cardstock and just pick out a bunch of different ones, because I wanted them all to be really cohesive, so I went with a paper pack. And this one I got at Joann's. I got it for $2, if you can look at my little sheet. I got it for $2, I think it was $1.99, and I got it from Joann's in their little dollar section. And if you look for for Miss Sparkle & Co., that brand has a lot of different items. And it's actually where I got my washi tape for this kit that I made. So yeah, that's the first thing I got. And then the second thing I got, second and third actually, were these little Project Life cards. And so they were all these little cards. They came in a big sheet like this. So they came in a big 12 by 12 piece of paper like this. And these were actually in the open cardstock section. And these were in Joann's. So they came all in a big sheet, and so they were all stuck together like that, and I cut them down, and I started using them as little pieces of ephemera and die cuts in my planner. So if you look at the first divider I made, this is one of them. So You Are the Best in the Little Gnome. This came from this set of papers, and so that's where I got these. And you get a lot of different ones. So you get Hello, Thankful Heart, Just For You. And I think what I liked about these the most is they weren't just quote cards. They did have little, if you wanted to, you could cut this down and make an actual die cut mug if you wanted to. So I thought that was really cool, and these are just all the leftover pieces. I used a ton in my planner. If you go back and look at my flip through, you'll see those. And then the second thing I bought was another one of those big 12 by 12 pieces of open cardstock, and it had just more of these quote cards. So I thought these were really cute for fall, warm and cozy. Just a lot of false sentiments, but I actually didn't end up using any of these. I bought them for this project, so I did include them in the price, but I didn't end up using them because they were a little bit too big. Like if you look at one, it covers up basically the whole dashboard, and I wanted a little bit more room to play. So I didn't use those, but I think that'd be a really good option if you have a bigger planner. I use an A6, so if you have a bigger than a number 3 or an A6, you'd want to go with something else. Well, you could go with those and have a good option. So those are the first 3 things. And then after that, I got all these different rolls of washi tape. I got 5 total. So my first 2, these came from Joann's, and they were in a pack of 2 for $2, and they actually matched the paper pad. You can see these 2 plaid ones match. And then I also got this one from Joann's, and this is, again, a floral, and it even has gold foiling. This one and the leaf one that I got from Joann's both have gold foiling. And so these 2 came in a pack for $2, and this one did come for $2. So a little bit more expensive, but I think it was worth it because how wide it is and the gold foiling. And then the next things I got were, these are both from the Target Dollar Spot. So this is a green plaid washi tape, and then a orange, let me show you, orange pumpkin like glitter tape. I hope you can tell what that is. Maybe if I go on the back of, see, it's like a cutout orange glitter tape, and I just thought that was so cute. So I thought this is probably the highlight of the kit in my opinion, because you get 5 whole washi tapes. I've only bought subscription kits maybe once or twice, and I've never gotten this many rolls. So I thought that was a really good highlight, especially for only $11. I just thought that was a good highlight, so I had to mention that. So the next part of the video is just going to be going over how I made all the clips. So the first clip is this little cute felt bow that I made, and I only bought a piece of felt for about 48 cents at Michael's, 49 cents I think. And all I did was I took a cream piece of felt, I cut down this first square, and then I just put like a loop around it and I attached it to the paper clip. So that's my first one, and I still have a whole sheet of felt left. I just didn't grab it off my desk, but I have a whole sheet left of that, so you can always make more of those. And then the next clip I made was this pom-pom, which all you need for this pom-pom are 2 of these embroidery threads, and you just make a pom-pom with those 2. And so these only cost 38 cents a piece, and I used the color 726 if you're looking to do the same kit as I did. And I think it does match pretty well, even though this looks a lot more vibrant on the camera. So all you need was 2 of those in a paper clip, and those were only 38 cents a piece, like I said. And then finally the last paper clip, well, second to last paper clip, is this flower one. And all I did was back it with the same kind of, like, I just glued it onto a paper clip and then backed it with the same piece of felt that I already had. And so this only cost me, I got a whole package of these, so I got 5 total, and these only cost me I think $1 or $2. This is one of those items that I don't know the exact price on, because I did buy these a while ago before I started curating this whole project, but I've just had them in my stash. But I did include the price just because I think it's one of the cuter items in the kit. So yeah, that's the first one. But honestly, you know, for $1 or $2, you could make, I can't remember, again, like I said, only $1 or $2, but you could make 5 of these little clips. That'd be so cute. And so yeah, you get all those. And then finally, this is our like bonus clip that I made, because all I did was I took a piece of washi tape, this leaf one, and I just double-sided it. So that means I took one piece and then I added another piece like over top of it, so it'd be like that, so the 2 sticky sides were touching each other, which made like a kind of a ribbon, and then I just attached it to a paper clip and made a little clip. And so yeah, that's all the clips I made. And then, so if we want to just look at the budget one more time, so I spent $2 on a paper pad, 79 cents on 2 pieces of paper. The Joann's washi tape, I got 2 of those for $2. The Target washi, I got 2 of them for $1. The felt was 49 cents. The pom-pom was like 38 cents for, you needed 2 of them for 38 cents. And the flowers were 99 cents. So altogether, that's only $11.82, and that's not including the coupons. I didn't want to include the coupon price because I guess the coupon, you don't have to use them. So even if you didn't use coupons, you'd only spend $11.82. But I did use the coupons, and I cut the price of the paper pack in half, and also the Joann's washi tape I cut in half. So that would only be like $8 or $9 for this entire kit, and I have all these extras. Like this, all this stuff is just the extras. Like I have the whole thing set up already. So I just think that that's a really good price, and you get a lot for your money with that. But like I said earlier, I forget if I mentioned this already, but I'm not doing this to bash the people that make the kits. I think they're beautiful and wonderful and perfect, and I would love to purchase them. I don't have a ton of money I can spend on planning. I try to keep it as cheap as possible, but also as cute as possible. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I just want to make sure that no one thought I was trying to bash anyone that buys the kits or sells the kits, because I do think that they're beautiful and perfect. I just needed to find a little bit of a cheaper option. So yeah, that's what I did. And then to finish out the video, I'm just going to talk about a couple tips that I have for making your own. So the first tip that I have would be to set one color scheme and stick to it. So I set my color scheme by looking at my paper pad, first deciding my paper pad, and then looking at what colors were inside of it. So I knew that brown would be a color because this nice wood grain pattern was very prominent. And then I also saw that the orange and the blue would be the big colors. So orange, blue, or blue, orange, and brown. And then I also noticed yellow was popping out a lot. The green over here was popping out a lot. And then there was a lot of like burgundy or red colors. So I based basically the colors that I picked for the rest of the kit on the paper pad. And I just think that's a really good way to make sure that you're picking colors that go together, is to stick with a couple that were like a designer put together. That's like an easy way to make sure that your colors look nice together. And then the next thing that I said was to make sure that your pieces are cohesive. So what I mean by that is, like, see how these animals on this piece of paper, here I'll show you a bigger piece. So see how these animals are pretty cartoony looking? I would try to stick with a cartoon looking, like other cartoony looking items. Like, this is the mistake that I made, was I bought these journaling cards, which are, a lot of them have these realistic, like, photograph pictures on them, and to me these don't match. This looks realistic, this looks cartoony. So I think that's part of the reason why I didn't use a lot of these big, or I didn't use at all these big journaling cards, and instead I gravitated more towards these little ones, because these little ones, you'll see they look more cartoony. That's a cartoony flower, cartoony fox, you know what I mean? Like, they look alike, even though they're a little bit different, but they still match and are cohesive. So I think that's one really big factor that can either like make your kit look really cute, or also make it kind of look not messy, but like not as cohesive. Is just to make sure that your like mediums look nice together. So then my next tip, my third tip, would be go couponing and go multiple times. So you could have cut the price down on a lot of our items. Like, I could have got the paper pack, which I did get for actually $1 because I used a 50% off coupon. And then I also used a 50% off coupon on one of these washi tapes, so I got this one for only $1. And if you use like coupons from like multiple stores, and if you know how to coupon for your items, you'll be getting them for a better price. And if you go on multiple days, you'll be getting them for a better price because you can use multiple coupons on each transaction. So yeah, that's my thought on that. And then my next tip is to go to different stores, go to multiple stores. So I picked a lot of my stuff up, yeah, from Joann's. I got a lot of it from Joann's, but I also went to Target, and I got these two little washi tapes, which I think really go really well. Like, I mean, there's a lot of pumpkins in that, and then there's a lot of green in this as well, and it gives us another plaid, not just the one we got at Joann's. And then plus I got these from Michael's, which this is the only thing I got from Michael's for this kit, but these flowers I think really add to it. They give it a lot of nice texture and a lot of character. So I think that's a really good idea, is to go to multiple stores and just see what you can find. Keep your options open. And then 5 is use what you already have. If you look back at my flip through on, like, I think the first page, yeah. See, the first page, I have a gold star washi tape, and then I have a gold arrow washi tape, both of which I already had in my collection. I got this one from Target and this one from Michael's a long time ago, but I didn't include them in my thing because I didn't buy them for this project. I already had them in my stash. So use stuff that you already have. Don't buy more unless you need to. You know, I didn't have a lot of this stuff to begin with, so I needed to buy more. But if you already have it, go with what you have. Use what you have, or use your pieces that you already have in your collection, you know, to their fullest advantage. I tend to go with a lot of neutrals when I buy stuff for my planners, so that way I can use it in multiple different setups. See, like, this paper I already have. It's like a gold polka dot paper, and then this star paper I already had. So they work pretty seamlessly, in my opinion, into my kit, but I didn't have to buy them. I just used what I already had. So yeah, those are my tips for creating a kit all on your own, so that way you don't have to spend a ton of money, but you can also get a planner that looks well put together and looks really cute. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you make any kits by yourself, or if you use the kit ideas that I already had, please tag me on Instagram. I'd really like to see. I'm going to do this, I think, a lot more. I just think it came out really well, and it was really super fun to shop for everything. Yeah, so if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll try to get to them. I don't always get notified, but, you know, I'll try to get there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!